I stopped supporting my brother's family after he said, "No place for losers." That's why I wasn't invited to Christmas. Now, he's losing it. My brother Kevin always had this thing where he thought he was better than everyone. When I dropped out of college to take care of Dad after his stroke, Kevin told our whole family I was throwing my life away. Meanwhile, he finished his business degree and married this girl, Whitney, who came from money. They had 2 kids by the time I was 25 and still working at the hardware store. Dad died 3 years ago and left us each half the house. Kevin wanted to sell it immediately. I wanted to keep it because it was paid off and I actually lived there. We fought for months until I finally just bought out his half. Took every cent I'd saved plus a loan, but whatever. It was worth it to not deal with him. Here's the thing though. About 6 months after that, Kevin showed up at my door on a Tuesday night. He needed $5 grand. Whitney's parents had cut them off after some fight, and they were behind on their mortgage. He promised he'd pay me back in 2 months. I was stupid and gave it to him because he's my brother. 2 months turned into 6 months, turned into never. Then he needed $3 grand for their car payment, then $2 grand for credit card bills, then $1,500 for their daughter's private school tuition. Every single time it was an emergency. Every single time he promised to pay me back. I kept a list on my phone. After 2 years, he owed me almost $30,000. I never brought it up because he was family. I worked overtime at the hardware store and picked up weekend shifts. I ate ramen most nights while Kevin posted pictures of their family trips to Florida and their new patio furniture. Last October, I got promoted to assistant manager. It wasn't much, but it meant actual benefits and a raise. I was proud of myself. I called Kevin to tell him the good news. He laughed. Actually laughed. Then he said, "That's great, man, but when are you gonna get a real career? You're almost 30. I should have hung up right there." Instead, I mentioned that maybe now that I was making more money, he could start paying me back. Even just $100 a month would help. Kevin got quiet. Then he said, "You're really gonna bring that up? I thought that was you helping family. I didn't know you were keeping score like some loan shark." I told him I'd given him $30,000. That's not helping. That's bankrolling his entire life while I lived in the same 3-bedroom house Dad left us. He said, "Maybe if you had any ambition, you wouldn't be counting pennies. There's no place for losers at my table." I hung up, blocked his number, blocked Whitney's number, blocked their emails. 2 weeks later, Mom called. Kevin told her I was refusing to help the family anymore and causing problems. She wanted to know why I wasn't coming to Thanksgiving. I told her I wasn't invited. She said Kevin told her I said I was too busy with work. I sent her screenshots of everything. The Venmo requests, the promises to pay me back, the whole conversation where he called me a loser. She read it all and then said, "Well, you know how Kevin is. He didn't mean it like that." I stopped answering her calls too. Christmas came and went. I worked a double shift and went home to my quiet house. Kevin posted about 40 pictures of their family opening presents under this massive tree. One of the captions said, "Blessed to spend the holidays with people who matter." I didn't care. Honestly, I slept better than I had in 2 years. February hit, and Mom called from Kevin's phone. I almost didn't answer, but something made me pick up. She was crying. Kevin lost his job. Whitney's parents still weren't talking to them. They were 3 months behind on the mortgage. The bank sent foreclosure papers. Their car got repossessed last week. Could I please help them? Could I please just loan Kevin enough to catch up? I asked how much. She said $22,000. I laughed. I actually laughed just like Kevin did. Then I said, "There's no place for losers at my table," and hung up. Kevin tried calling me 17 times that night. Then Whitney called from a number I didn't have blocked. She screamed at me for 10 minutes about how I was destroying their kids' lives and how could I be so selfish when they needed me. I asked her where my $30,000 was. She said that was a gift between brothers and I was weaponizing it. I hung up and blocked that number too.